everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jen here. In today's video I'm doing another story time for you Gensters. A lot of you guys have been asking for more story time videos from me, and we're on my team list, and Team Lefties at like what? Hashtag it down below so you guys can, you know, represent, give you guys a little shout out. A lot of you guys have been giving me positive feedback far as my list, and some of you guys say that you don't hear it, and some of you guys, like, you know, love me regardless. So, you know, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you for sticking by me, you know what I mean? Because I mean, like, haters are unwanted and it really don't faze me at this point, so you can go ahead and talk your, because I don't care. So if you guys want to hear more storytime videos, be sure to check the link in the description box. I have a playlist down below so you guys can just watch all my storytime videos and, you know, be amused and enjoyed. So for today's video, I'm talking about the time when I nearly got my thumb cut off when I was in a fight with a boy in middle school. So yeah, your Genster was a warrior back then. I had to hold my own. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. So this happened when I was in middle school, and basically my middle school and high school was getting renovated into like this big huge campus. So at the time we had to basically like go there, catch a bus to this other alternative school for like a whole year. So that's where I spent my whole entire 8th grade year there, and then from then on, from 9th to 12th, I went to the high school. So it was at this like old it wasn't, I wouldn't say old raggedy, but it looked like it could get refurbished. So like I was just giving you guys a little background story about how my school looked and stuff like that. So I was always being teased when I was younger about the way I talk. Like, why do you talk like that? Why do you talk like you're Hispanic? Why do you talk like you're white? Why do you talk like that? I'm like, talk like what? At the time I didn't understand, and I felt such an outcast. Like, I didn't understand like why people kept teasing me about the way I talk. It's not that serious. Like, you can learn to get past it, and you know what I mean? These group of guys, right? One of them liked me, and his friend was always around me, and during that time I wasn't really into guys. Like, I was just like into my schoolwork. Like, my parents was really strict about me being like educated and stuff like that. So this guy, he was like flirting with me in the hallway, and his other friend, I don't know, for some reason he did not like me. Like, we will always bump heads, like clash. Like, we will always be saying like little smart remarks, and I would say something back because like I don't like there's times when I will be so passive, and you guys know I'm not confrontational. Like, I don't like creating problems. I don't like just like making something when I could just brush it off, you know what I mean? But at this point I was like done brushing it off. Like, you know how you reach your boiling point when people just keep picking on you, like, leave me the F alone, and you just like one day, you know, I mean, nowadays people just show up to school with guns. Like, not okay, but back then my boiling point was just like to freaking hit the guy. So we were in the hallway, and I was like, I think I was going to the bathroom, and I don't know why I was in the hallway, but there was no other kids in the hallway, so I'm assuming that I was going to the bathroom. I had a pass, and back then, I don't know if you guys still have school IDs. Like, I've been out of school for a minute, so I'm not sure if you guys still have school IDs, but I was one of those people that don't like to be the same. And mind you, we were wearing uniforms, so I was like, nope, I don't want to be different. So I never like wore my ID around my neck. I had to wear it around my arm, like my wrist. So I was just like wrap around until like it's tightly secured, so there's like no chain hanging. It's just like my ID showing. This guy approached me, and he said something, and he pushed me, and I pushed him back, and we started fighting. I still have my my tomboyish ways, and back then I was a huge tomboy. Like, I played gymnastics, hockey, volleyball, softball. Like, I only did sports in school, so I had a pretty good strength and muscle on me, and I used to hate that. Like, another reason why kids like freaking tease me, I used to have like shoulders that was like a linebacker, so they were like always up here because I was like so fit and buff. So yeah, kids are so cruel, you guys. It just played a huge part of my insecurities. He basically pushed me, I pushed him back, and we started fighting, and I was just like going in like bam 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 bam, and next thing you know, like the teachers come out and break us up, and after that I'm like, okay, I'm good, like, you know what I mean. And the thing about it is, like, I got into like 3 fights in my whole entire life in school, and I never got in trouble or suspended due to the fact that I was a straight A student and I had like a good rapport about me. So it's like they wouldn't think of me as like being the troublemaker, which I wasn't. But I feel as though, like, if you're a good student and you have to hold your own, then I'm not provoking or endorsing or promoting fighting. But if someone's badgering you, you need to hold your own, because I feel like my life was in danger. I'm not gonna have some dude, a guy at the time who I think is stronger than me because he's a boy, like run over my life and bully me. So at that point I had to stick up for myself and punch him back, like, you know what I mean. So after the fight was over, they was like, oh my god, you're bleeding, you're bleeding. I'm like, where? Like, on my face. They was like, no, your hand, your thumb. Like, it was literally like, holy crap, it was slit open. You can see the bones, you can see blood. I was just like panicking, like, how did this happen? I was thinking about like, what could have happened, like, how did this happen? Then I saw on my ID that it was blood on the side where it got slit at, where it obviously cut my thumb, and it was dingling. It just looked so horrible, you guys. And they sent me to the nurse office, and they thought like the nurse can patch it up, but then the nurse said that you need stitches, you need to go to the hospital. So they were trying to contact my mom, and at the time I don't think they could have reached her, so they just rushed me off to the hospital. And my mom had met me there, and she was there. They waited for her, and I guess for her consent, I'm not sure. I just know during the process of me getting stitches, she was right there, but she never recalls the memory. Like, I always talk to her about, remember when I got stitches? She was like, no, I don't remember. I'm like, how you don't remember me getting stitches in the hospital? But I guess like I don't even know what happened. I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe she's old. We're just gonna go with she's old. So I got 6 stitches, and they bandaged me up like a little small cast, because like, not a cast, but it was like one of those what do you call those, like a splint. Is it a splint? And they basically just like secured my thumb so it can just, like, you know, and it looks pretty even to me, thank God, because I need my thumb. This is the hand that I pitched softball with, so this was like my golden hand at the time up to high school. So yeah, I was literally in shock. I didn't cry at all, but it was one of those things. I started crying when you get to a hospital. That's when you know it's real, you know what I mean? Like, when everything is being rushed and panicked to you, you're like, oh crap, this is really happening. I am not, this is really happening, you know what I mean? But after that day, I'm gonna tell you this, after that day, that guy did not bother me again. You know, I don't know if you guys experienced this with bullies, but have you ever experienced, like, once they got what was coming to them, they start to be friendly and nice to you more? It's not even nice, it was like a suck up. Like, every time when that guy, his friend that liked me, approached me and his group of friends, he was like, oh hi, and he was like, oh, do you want us to sit down to lunch with you and stuff like that. So I'm not saying like hitting and fighting is the result of going, but if you basically did all you can do, like notify people, like your teachers, and basically like told people that could possibly help you, like, you know, adults, and the situation never ended, then I feel as though when it comes to that time, you have to defend yourself and show them that you are not weak. Because I feel as though the way my personality is, I do come off weak, and people do take my kindness for weakness, which I absolutely hate. Like, even you did me so dirty, I would still find it in my heart not to even like have you like take that part of me to be phased about it, like be mad. Like, I'm gonna be positive. And my number one rule to, like, you know, fighting bullies off is to kill them with kindness. You know what I mean? I know after that time I was killing bullies with kindness. Every time when they be like, why do you talk like that? Like why do you talk like you're white? Why do you talk like you're not this, you're not that? Like, don't tell me what I'm not. You don't even know me, like, you know what I mean? So it's like people like kept doing that, and you know what I did? I was just smiling. Like, I was just like, I had like my little clique of friends, and I was just like laugh. Like, I'd be like, okay, let's laugh about something. Like, you're not about to bother me, you're not about to tear me down, you're not about to ruin my day. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my advice for you guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed my story time video and got a little insight about me. And if you're struggling with this and you're going through something similar, then I hope like my advice kind of helped you in some way to how to manage the situation a little bit better. Fighting isn't the way to go, but if you have to defend yourself and you are a good student and you are a good person, trust me, you will not get punished, because they know who the bully is and they'll know who the victim is. So yeah, just know your limit as well. I feel as though if you have so much anger built up in you, I feel like I could have kept going if they did not take me off, and I feel as though that is the worst, because when you have all that built up anger inside you, that when a person takes you off, no matter who it is, you will explode, and that's not good. So just talk about your feelings to somebody, your best friend, a close friend, a therapist, your counselor in school. Just try to talk to somebody, because it will help you just getting it off your chest. Because when I get my stuff off my chest afterwards, I'm like, why am I tripping about it? It's like so small after I say it out loud. Like, wow, it's something you can just brush off your shoulders with. So stay strong, you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you just in my next video. Bye.